So, YouTube family, ESPN, Cleveland journalist, Emmett Golden, the mixed breed educational purpose. Not that I have anything wrong with it, but these guys who have to fit a narrative, they have to behave a way in order to keep their jobs. He's going to go off on Colorado fans and Shedeur fans, and he's going to say this. Remember, they changed the narrative, y'all. They'll flip the narrative so quick on us. He says this right here, y'all.
It's the new fans. What we call them, Shedeur soldiers?
Sanders soldiers.
Sanders soldiers. Bro, all in my mentions all day yesterday. And they were in my mentions because I had to take that, hey, look, Tony Grossi said he thought Dillon Gabriel was a little bit better. Y'all, chill out. You're making this combative when there's no need to be combative.
The fact that you're only here for Shedeur, okay.
Bump the Browns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In their mind of logic, we're going to, and I'm pretty sure this same group of people complain about things that don't go their way in other realms of life. You're no different than that person that you're probably in opposition to by taking those type of takes, that type of thought. It's sad. If it doesn't fit your narrative, you are the enemy. No room for civil discourse.
And I ain't been called an Oreo in years, too.
Yeah,
so that's crazy work. It's the new fans.
What we call them, Shedeur soldiers.
But, sir, you are an Oreo. You're bent over for your male partners to insert something allegedly. But we're going to get into that and break this Oreo down. We're going to break him down with no cookies. But you know the theme song.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my...
So the Oreo cookie, Emmett Golden, who doesn't know a mayo he won't bend over for, he goes out his way to attack all the fans of Shedeur and talking about these new fans. First of all, a dying organization like the Cleveland Browns, who've had over 30 losing seasons nonstop. You would think an Oreo like Emmett would be grateful that we're even paying attention to your trash organization, because I raised my hand proudly and said, I don't give a fuck about the Cleveland Browns. Yes, I'm only here for Shedeur. Why would I care about the National Football Plantation League's owners and their prestigious plantation fields such as the Cleveland Browns? Yes, I'm only here to support my brother, unlike you, Emmett. And second of all, you went out your way to defend Tony Grossi and said he just felt like Dillon was better by a little bit, but he lied, you bitch ass nigga. He brought facts of non-facts, meaning just flat out facts in his own mindset, his racist mindset. He said Shedeur was 3 for 8, which was a flat out lie. Dillon Gabriel threw 4 interceptions. Where was his stat line for that? But Mayo puppeteers and Mayo stepping fetching such as you would never acknowledge that, because you have that job at ESPN Cleveland radio station, so you can step and fetch. So let's look at what Tony Grossi did said about Shedeur, and let's see the reason why are you defending Tony Grossi if you guys don't cover the same thing. You might cover Cleveland Browns, but you're two complete different stations. Yes, you both tap dance and work for ESPN, that Disney Feld network, but why are you out your way to defend Tony? You said they came to your DMs, but why are you out here worried about Tony Grossi? Because you haven't met a Mayo stick you wouldn't slurp on, sir. But this is what Tony said about Shedeur, y'all.
What you saw from Dillon.
Hang on. I don't think I do have it. We're not going to go nowhere, y'all, because I'm petty, but I'm not messy. I want you guys to listen to Tony on his racial rant towards Shedeur Sanders. Here we go.
How some reporters think this guy looked better. Some reporters think this guy looked better.
I guess so, if they think so. I know what I saw. That's why I charted numbers. I had numbers to prove it. He was 3 of 8 in his second set of 7-on-7.
Who was 3 of 8?
Shedeur.
Okay.
The other guy was 6 of 8. Okay. Slightly better.
Okay.
Yeah. This
is
a period where the ball is not supposed to hit the ground unless a defender wraps
But
it
they
around.
are rookies. You know,
You see,
Yeah, but if Flacco and Pickett were there against Aaron,
even his male counterparts knew Tony Grossi and Emmett Golden are two Exactly. To see you go out your way, like defend yourself. Why bring a Caucasian man to rise for his defense that he didn't even ask you for? In fact, why not call out his partners who were on that radio show who went against what Tony said? But you seem to have an issue with how black folks are feeling towards the racism. So yes, sir, you're far worse than an Oreo. You know what I mean? And with, to say the least, there's a lot of people who understood you're a bitch and you're a conniving weasel who have certain hit pieces that can help you out in the limelight of Mayo people. But shout out to my brothers from the Barbershop Conversation on the radio station, you know, a real radio station who are unbiased and actually judge people based on the merit of their characters. But this is what they had to say about all you Cleveland media pundits who feel like you also have to be against Shedeur, which is weird as hell coming from the Cleveland Browns.
There's a lot of people that thought we was going to let y'all get that off. We wasn't going to let you get it off like that, man. We weren't going to do it. Because let me just tell you something. I was a little perturbed the last couple of days because I don't like how y'all try to put your thumbs on the scales. I didn't like it. Local media, it was nasty work. You guys try to put your thumb on the scale and weigh it down and try to be like, oh, yeah, actually, really, I got Dylan Gabriel winning this matchup. I actually have Dylan Gabriel. He was 100 for 100, and Dan Marino came out of the stands and told him that he was the greatest quarterback he's ever seen. Shut your mouth. You be lying. Shedeur Sanders not only won this quarterback competition on the field, he won the competition off the field and on the mic. There's a lot of people that thought we was going to let y'all get that off. We wasn't going to let you get it off like that, man. We weren't going to do it. Because let me just tell you something. I was a little
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, my melanated brother. We're unapologetic to you clowns. And what I'm just like the Mayo people. Mayo people can't stand a Benedict Arnold. Well, we hate I don't hate is a strong word, but you know how we feel towards our sellouts and our stepping fetchings like Emmett Golden. He'll do anything to uphold a level of franchise, which is the race franchise that's been here for years. He'll go out his way overwhelmingly to defend that type of cause. And that's another thing, bro. To be the Cleveland Browns, be humble, brother. Be humble. You people ain't never had this type of rise of fame yet. And to talk about new Cleveland fans and all that, where your pockets just got richer because you're also talking about Shedeur. Stop the hypocrisy here, bro. You're using the people and the group of people who have money, who have power, who hate Shedeur. You're using your hit pieces to cater to them, to pander to them. This was not even a subject for you to get mad at or talk about. Who gets mad because the fans are protecting players on your organization, the team that you cover? I've never seen it before, but I've seen it before. Don't let that go over your head. I've never seen it before, but I've seen it before. Wells, I see skies of blue, red roses too. A Mayo eyes is blue. His heart is so true. And I think to myself, what a wonderful Mayo world. Oh, it's lovely. Bitch ass nigga, head ass. Like, sit down, Golden. Sit down, Emmett. You ain't no Emmett Till, but you is an Emmett Golden for sure, bro. Like, it's embarrassing. Bro, thank God you gave me the opportunity and a brain. No matter what I touch in life, I turn that bitch to gold. Meaning I find a way to hustle in real life and get my breads, bro. And I don't complain to nobody about the fallacies that was given to me in this society and this corporation called U.S.A. Don't let that go over your head. But Emmett Golden didn't meet a Mayo he couldn't bend over for. But at the end of the day, man, I'm here to tell y'all, bro, folks ain't really going for none of that. Folks got to deal with you type of people. Let me show you who Emmett Golden thinks he is. We're not leaving yet. This is who he think he is. Let's go to the commercial break to show y'all.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I'm a 35-year-old white man.
Harrison, born Antoine Smalls, has transracial identity, identifying as Harrison Booth, a 35-year-old white man from Colorado.
And when did you know that you were a 35-year-old white man?
Well, I've always felt different. I go to the store, the movies, and just be thinking to myself, like, why am I not getting the respect I deserve? Mm-hmm. And then it just hit me. I'm white and 35. I just miss Colorado sometimes. You know, here I pretend the buildings are the old San Juan mountain range, but, you know, the job's just here.
And where do you work?
I'm a systems engineer for Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay.
That boy don't work. He go to school and that's it. One day he said, call me Harrison. I said, who's that? He said, me.
Do you believe that he is a white man?
I mean, he isn't. Shit, I'd love to wake up one day and say, hey, everybody, I'm Rihanna. But I ain't.
I'm a 35-year-old white man.
You know what I'm saying? And that's who Emmett Golden is, a 55-year-old male Oreo who's confused. And look, guys, if you got these kids who look like Emmett Golden, give them the values of the Mayo side and give them the values of the Negro side so they don't be confused like this stepping fetching right here, because he's a god-awful mess right now. You hear me? Look at the boy. I just got a text message from God. God just says, bro, keep going harder on these degenerates, but I want you to go harder on these sellouts. God, you got my word, God. I will go harder on the sellouts, say less. You feel me? At the end of the day, man, I'm done, man. I don't even need my Deion Sanders beautiful dancing music. I need that heartbreak music, man. So give me my original theme song.
Heart been broke so many times.